3 days before my big show at Carolina Horse Park, my main competition horse went lame. And now I might have to take my inexperienced retired racehorse project makeover prospect instead. But before the major catastrophes happened, let's head to the beginning of the week where some minor misfortunes occurred.
Alrighty, we are here with my client. She has some really cute baby calves. This is Tucker. Everyone say hi to Tucker, this little beefcake pony. Let's go take a look at these little calves. We have one in here. Little baby.
So cute!
Little baby.
So cute!
And then this is a really old barn. Oof. We have a baby here. This one was born like prematurely, I believe. And so it was a bottle baby, and it couldn't walk for like the first 2 weeks. They had to do like a makeshift sling. And then in the last stall, we have Miss Dolly. Dolly is a senior, I believe, pleasure horse that they bought, that they like rescued her. They don't ride her because she's quite poorly pigeon-footed, and has a lot of arthritis. But I'll see if I could get pictures of her in like the sunlight, because she's gorgeous. Like, she's so well muscled still, even in her old age. The only thing is like her knees and her legs like buckle out a little bit, which probably is not the most comfortable for her. So she is not ridden anymore. I think they said that they rode her for the first year that they bought her, but she was already a senior then. And then they just decided that the kindest thing would just be to retire her here. And so now she's a companion to Tucker. And Tucker is a 5-year-old. I think he's a quarter halfling or cross. She bought him as a 5-year-old. I think he's actually 6 now, but he came from the Mennonites. So I'm just waiting for my client to get here, and then we'll go on a trail ride with Tucker. Tucker gets exercise twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays are muscle building round pen days, so we do more like actual training stuff. And then Thursdays are our trail ride days. So we work on trail riding him, making sure he's not rushing, stuff like that. So, see you soon. Off we go into the woods. Isn't it so beautiful? Yeah, you can see where I became a victim of a tree branch. So I might not be able to record much of this ride until he locks in a little bit, because I will have to make sure he's not eating stuff he's not supposed to eat. Right, Tucker? Right, because it's always snack time for Tucker. That is. Alrighty, so we got ponies in. Ponies eating lunch. It looks like a lot, y'all, but I promise it is not, because most of it's beet pulp, and it is soaked in alfalfa pellet as well. But it gets soaked and it gets massive. It's only about 3 pounds of fortified grain. Oh, that was really classy. You just shoved your whole foot in there. Yeah, I think she's missing a shoe. I think the farrier had to come a week late because of some scheduling. Yep, she lost a shoe, and she's got food on her foot from dunking it. Farrier has to come a week late because there was an event going on here, and he couldn't schedule around the event going on. So we're technically a week overdue, but he literally comes in less than 12 hours, so I'm not worried about her losing that shoe. My biggest concern is finding where the shoe went. It's probably out in the field somewhere. While they're eating, we're going to go grab the horse trailer. We'll hook it up. We'll bring it over here and we will make sure that it's cleaned out, ready to go, and they should be just about done eating at that point. Alrighty, we are here with Miss Cameo. She's very upset about something. I'm gonna check her ears, because I think there's something bothering her about her ears. But as y'all can tell, I'm in my back on track or Paradis, Trauma Void Paradis helmet. I think I forgot exactly the rating, but safety ratings are very important to me when it comes to helmets and safety gear. And so I really liked overall not only the fit of the Trauma Void line, but their consistently good safety ratings. And then also, obviously, comfortability, should not place as high as safety. Like, you can have a helmet that is the most comfortable on the planet Earth, but is like crap on the safety ratings. So I like that it is it this side? Yeah. MIPS, it's ASTM, SEI, and then on the inside, it actually, she's about to untie herself from itching her face so much. Something must be bothering her ear really bad. I like that they have the Welltex technology on their helmet linings, and they send you an extra one every time you buy a helmet. So you get the one that comes inside the helmet and then an extra one. I really like that. I like the fact that they'll send, at least with my Lynx, my eventing skull cap one, they sent a cooling one and then like a Welltex one, which is their technology, which is the increasing circulation, increased recovery, and so that really helps, I find, from helmet headaches, which I used to get a lot, especially growing up, hunter jumper, and like just always having a hairnet helmet and having really thick hair. But I have found that I don't get those with these helmets, so I really love them. Let's go ahead and try this hackamore on. I just got like a cheap one. It's the Jax one that we're gonna give a try. Something is really bothering her. Oh my goodness. Can I touch it? Will you let me touch it? She's being a little grumpy pants about it. Something is really bothering you, isn't it? Can I touch inside your ear? Hold on.
So I wanted to add in footage of my ride with the hackamore. Unfortunately, that footage corrupted. So I have never ever seen a horse tell me heck no as quickly as Cameo did to this hackamore. She immediately shoved her nose all the way up to the sky, was very, very uncomfortable. I spent about 10 minutes trying to get her to like relax on it, to just kind of settle, do some long and low exercises, see if we could utilize a half halt. She started cantering, she started trying to spin. She was very, very unsure and uncertain, and I hadn't even taken up contact yet. I did eventually get her to settle, and for about 5 to 10 minutes, we had an actually relatively decent walk trot. And then I'm not sure what happened, but we went all the way back to square one. And so I just kind of made the call. Let's take this hackamore off. Let's go ahead, go back to the bit. Let's just have an enjoyable, quick, short, long and low session where we reinstate the bit and we try not to ruin this horse. Not that we have any big competitions coming up, right? Anyway, so went ahead and did that. She did really, really great with a quick long and low session with a very mild miler bit. It's got like a little barrel, a very mild port. She's got a lower palate and a really strong tongue, so we're just trying that out. Not entirely sure. Honestly, we're just like on the trial and error phase. We've got something coming in to try her out in.
The next morning.
Alrighty, y'all. We are heading over to the stables. My freaking farrier just texted me, and he was like, I'm wrapping up early, so I'm gonna be there an hour to 30 minutes ahead of schedule. And I was like, oh, Great. Well, I am not 30 minutes ahead of schedule. So I tried to be as fast as I could. Honestly, I probably could have been faster. So at some point today, I'm going to have to go get gas. I'm not looking forward to that because I drive a truck. And I also have to get money for the farrier. So I'm about to be very poor. Alrighty, we have a wild Bam Bam has been obtained. There's like a party going on next door or something. I was like, who's talking right now? She's such a sleepy girl. So sleepy. We have Cameo somewhere behind us. Where is she? There she is. I was gonna say, I can hear her behind me. I know she's behind me. As far as like prep the week before a horse trial, for something so small as 18-inch jumps, I tend not to do too much. I know that she's very reliable. Walk trot for her dressage test. The biggest thing is getting her the experience at these new places. It's not necessarily like the height of the jumps or the difficulty of the cross-country questions or anything like that. It's about the suppleness, the connection, remaining calm, remaining on task, not freaking out in the warm-up. Things like that are like the biggest things with greenies. I wonder if I can get Cameo into this round pen. There's a hair on you. We're going to try and give Cameo her alfalfa, her daily alfalfa, while I ride and tack up. But yeah, now that I have Bammers, we'll go ahead and do that.
So it's like about this time we noticed that something's not right. She's under saddle, just taking these like really awkward, short, choppy steps, which is not very typical of this mare. So I went ahead and had someone record her while I trotted her, and then I round penned her to really see if I'm just making things up. And I don't think I was. I think she's probably like 70% sound, but that 30% just leaves me on edge, and I'm not going to compete a horse that is not 100% sound. We think that it's possible that maybe her tootsies are just a little bit sore. She did lose the shoe, and then we got a new one back on with the farrier. But who knows, man? Horses. So stay tuned for part 2, and we'll see who I take to school tomorrow.